And so one of y'all answered, Trevor, he says, DJU is going to be in the Heisman conversation week 8. Now, for context, at week 8, they've played Clemson. They've had a couple of games of note at that point. You're going into a game against Duke. You still haven't played at Miami, haven't played at Notre Dame, haven't played Florida. So the big games on the schedule are still yet to be accomplished or still yet to be played. But the obvious point in this, if DJU halfway through the year or over halfway through the year is in the Heisman conversation, that means Florida State is cooking. That means that offense that lost almost half its production from a year ago with Keon Coleman, with Johnny Wilson, with Trey Benson all going to the league, that means that DJU elevated his game and that the guys that got through the portal are all meshing and they're hitting the ground running. So Florida State, that would mean that once again, they went to the portal, evaluated as well, if not better than anybody else, recruited their tail off to get what they need to be successful in 2024. Another testament to Mike Norvell and his way of doing things. And I think even further, the point that I'd be impressed by is that this is Mike Norvell yet again being a quarterback elevator. I'm not talking about elevator with that contraption you walk into at hotels. I'm talking about elevator in terms of taking a quarterback's play from mid-level to high level. Okay? And we saw him do that with Jordan Travis. I keep saying that every single live show, it feels like, that he was asking to play receiver, and Mike Norvell said, nah, just hang tight. And Jordan Travis did what Jordan Travis did this past year. Also, Brady White. That's a guy who doesn't get talked about a whole lot because he's not making noise right now in the NFL. But Brady White was a high-profile quarterback out of Southern California, committed to Arizona State. Okay, goes to Arizona State, doesn't end up getting on the field too much, kind of sees the writing on the wall, transfers to Memphis under Mike Norvell, and has multiple big stat seasons. Now, is that a situation thing that he just wasn't at the right spot at Arizona State? Is it a level of play thing for Brady White to where he wasn't able to get on the field at a Pac-12 school? It is what it is, but like there's no way to overlook the fact that Mike Norvell changed Brady White's career. Mike Norvell changed Jordan Travis's career. If DJU is in the Heisman conversation at any point this season, much less going into week 8, he has elevated DJ Uiagalelei in his career. And just transparently, what that would do for you when it comes to recruiting, the way that Florida State's starting to pick up the pace a little bit too at the high school level, just landed a 5-star quarterback in Luke Kromenhoek. All bets are off for Florida State going forward now. All bets are off. It also likely means that Florida State's winning a lot of ball games, means that heading into this point of the year, they're in the ACC conference race. We expect them to be there in the playoff race. Let's just say that DJU wins the Heisman. Let's take this a step further and say he flat out wins the trophy. It means that Florida State has probably won the conference, is more than likely in the college football playoff, and it means a lot of people owe DJU apologies. It means a lot of people got to go and delete some tweets, hit the unretweet button on some posts, and just acknowledge, like, all right, it was a situation thing. And unfortunately, it would be a negative look for Clemson. Hey, you had this guy on your roster for multiple years, and he just won the Heisman for another school in your conference after leaving. It is what it is. Again, if he's in the Heisman conversation, it probably means they won the DJU Bowl between Clemson and Florida State in Tallahassee, but neither here nor there. So that would definitely be a surprising headline, but one that I have made no negotiations about. Like, hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for the DJU revenge tour. I'm all about it. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.